Everyone. I'm so excited to have a little reading play date with you. Since we've all been learning about having reading play dates with our reading partners, I went ahead and put the anchor chart up behind me here, and as I'm doing the read aloud, you can be thinking about what activities you'd like to do during or after the read aloud. So feel free to be playing school at home. You can play games, you can play pretend and act out the story. After we're done. While I'm reading, you can use gestures to just help you as I'm reading along. So I'm going to go ahead and do reading playdates with the 7 habits. So we're going to start with habit 1. It's called Just the Way I Am. And these are part of the series of the 7 Habits of Happy Kids books by Sean Covey. This one is illustrated by Stacy Curtis. So here it is. I also wanted to point out, boys and girls, that I definitely wore my Cleveland Indians sweatshirt for these read-alouds. I am a little bit bummed that we don't have baseball right now, and I know a lot of you are as well because you were going to start your first season of baseball or maybe your second season of baseball. But I went ahead and I wore my Indian stuff, so maybe on opening day we will all wear our Indians gear to cheer the tribe on, even though they're not playing yet. Okay, just the way I am. Here is Seven Oaks Village, where they live. Pokey Porcupine was sad. Can you act that out? What does that look like to be sad? Every time he walked by Biff Beaver, Biff made fun of him. Hey, Pokey, your quills look like a pile of toothpicks. It's not very kind, is it? Do you see them there pointing and laughing at him? Pokey would go home and look in the mirror. Biff is right, thought Pokey. My quills are ugly. So ugly. I'm not going to school anymore. You can see how sad he is there. His friends tried to help. I like your quills, said Goo Bear. They're spiky. He's being outlandish, said Sophie Squirrel. Out what? Said Sammy Squirrel. It means silly, said Sophie. There's nothing wrong with your quills. I think he's wooed, said Tagalong Alley, the mouse. You're a porcupine. You're supposed to have quills, said Jumper Rabbit. Just like I'm a rabbit, I'm supposed to be bouncy. His friends are thinking win-win and saying kind things to him, giving him compliments. Pokey went for a walk in the meadow. He thought about what his friends had said. He stopped and looked at his reflection in Cherry Creek. It's kind of like a mirror. He wiggled his quills up. He wiggled his quills down. They made a nice tinkly sound in the wind. They sparkled in the sun. Pokey decided that his quills weren't so bad. I like myself, he thought, just the way I am. I wonder if we can all just remind ourselves that. I like myself just the way I am. Can you tell that to yourself? Everybody, let's do it together. Ready? Say, I like myself just the way I am. I love hearing that. The next day, Pokey went back to school. How come your quills poke out so far? Said Biff. Look at the lunchtime. He's not being very kind to him. He's pointing and laughing again. Pokey smiled and walked away. He was not going to let Biff ruin his day. Look at him. That's one of the strategies Mrs. Reek teaches. Walk away. Way to go. The next morning, Pokey decided he liked his quills so much he would show them off at school. All of his friends gathered around him. I wish I had quills, said Biff. So he went from being mean to maybe being a little bit jealous. Now he wants the quills. That is the very end of the story. So I'm going to just ask you a couple questions at the end of the story, and you can feel free to think about these. You can talk about them with your family, or you can leave a comment on the video and respond to some of those, okay? So I want you to think of 3 things that you like about yourself. 3 things that you are proud of, that you are thankful for, that you like about yourself. I want you to write those down somewhere. So if you've got a piece of paper somewhere, write down 3 things that you like about yourself. You can write a sentence for each of those 3 things and draw a picture for each of those 3 things. Maybe put your name on it, just like we do with our compliment posters for the leader of the week. So 3 things that you love about yourself, 3 things that you like about yourself, 3 things that make you proud. So I want to just see you pick yourselves up today. I know that it's different right now. Being at home is different. Not getting to see your friends is different. It's so different for me not getting to see all of you. So I cannot wait to hear all the things that you love about yourselves. Have a great day, boys and girls, and I'll see you soon.